Hey everyone, good morning, welcome back. Unfortunately, the last video had to be cut short because I couldn't work on the trailer. I had some electrical issues and welding was not possible at that point. Today we are going to do something a little different because we're going to modify this trailer. This trailer is sitting super close to the ground and I don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this bracket that holds the leaf spring, and this bracket is already removed. Now the original idea was to weld this together and fix it, but since this thing is so close to the ground, what I was thinking about doing is just adding a piece like so and putting the bracket at the bottom of it. And this is what we're gonna attempt to do on this. I got some castle nuts to remove. Some penetrating oil on it, make it go easier. Luckily this one's already moving, shouldn't be too difficult. Oh. Other side's turning. Working very well. That's all stuck. The weight here. Okay. Alright, leaf spring is on the ground, detached, and now we can add the extensions. So, I'm gonna go get my welding here. Alright, so we need a piece of angled iron for this. After I finish cutting and we're about to weld, I'll show you exactly why. Alright, let's go take a look where it's going to be mounted. Alright, so the reason this thing needs an angled piece is because if you are going to take a look at the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, but this thing is completely open. There's nothing to mount any metals on. So what we're gonna do here in a minute is pretty much mount this like this or like this. Weld around it, and that way the next piece can just hang from here, and that should work. If I'm able to cut this off, I might even use this since it came with the original leaf spring and it's a perfect tight fit. Let's see if we can cut this little bracket out and still use it. Spot it is in is impossible. This without removing this whole wheel assembly. Gonna have to clean this thing up before we can weld it again. What we need to do is have an idea of how much we're raising this trailer so I can cut the next piece. Well, let's take some measurements here. Centimeters. So this piece, I had it, and it has to be cleaned up a little bit, and obviously it's too long, so that works. I'm just gonna measure it, call it to 10, and do it. I don't know why it feels wrong. It feels it should be like 15 or 20. Might just cut new pieces and do that. Yeah, I'll do 10 centimeters. All the numbers say that, so let's do it. Alright, so probably everyone is asking why the hell I didn't measure this piece. Well, it's because the length doesn't really matter in this case, but height does. So on this one, we're gonna have to make sure it's really 10. And yes, I'm using metric because I grew up on metric and it's more accurate. So to all the Americans out there that are used to inches, get over it. Metric is more accurate and it's easier to calculate based on 10. Nope, perfect 10. All right. I know I probably should have pre-marked the whole thing, made the process a little faster, but you know what, I'm enjoying it, so. That will be it for this one. I bet this is quite boring to whoever sits at home and looks at it. Alright, so that's gonna go just like that. I might leave a little bit of space on the other side, just like that, because I'm thinking about maybe putting a bolt through it or something. We'll figure it out later. Right a second, this is what we're doing. Alright, that should be good to go. That should be good. I'm hoping these are touching together well enough to create the electrical connection. So last time I welded, I used a 6013 with 120 amps. It was welding Lake of Breeze The only problem is that's way too much power for that type of rod. And since this is structural, I'm going to be using, this is a 70, I believe 7018, yeah, 7018. Let's try that welding rod. Never did that one before. I think this welder does not like this rod. I might have to switch back to the other one. Alright, so this is the one I had success with. That's the 6013. This one's not really designed for deep penetrations, so I'm hoping it will be alright. That looks like a good weld. I'm not an expert, obviously, but that right there looks pretty good and solid to me. And I was wrong. That was not a good weld. It broke. Whew, that's hot.